Continuing along on our tour of the towns that expats prefer along the north coast of the Dominican Republic, today we are headed over from Cabrera to Las Terrenas on the Samana Peninsula. Not too many years ago, Las Terrenas was just a teeny little fishing village in the middle of nowhere. That's changed big time. Now that there's a fast, modern highway up from the international airport in Santo Domingo to the Samana Peninsula, Las Terrenas is in full swing as a popular but somewhat eccentric tourist destination. Sort of a French flavor combined with a hippie vibe is the way I see it. Today, Las Terrenas has a good mix of French, Italians, Brits, Danes, Germans. The strong European presence has many implications, especially when it comes to the local cuisine. This is still a very natural area and probably my second favorite region of the Dominican Republic. To me, Cabrera offers much of the same natural beauty you will find in Las Terrenas, with the added convenience of being halfway between the western towns of Puerto Plata, Sosua, and Cabaret on the west, and to Las Terrenas on the east. This opens a few more opportunities for North Coast transportation, shopping, and entertainment without being overrun by tourists. It all depends on what suits you best. I just think if you are living here full-time, Cabrera may be a little better choice for a home base because Las Terrenas is almost 3 hours away from Sosua and Cabaret. But Las Terrenas certainly has its own charms, plenty of friendly tourists in and out, beautiful beaches, and more than a few vacation home and condo options. Las Terrenas is really a fairly new little town. Back in 1946, Trujillo ordered some of the rural farming and fishing residents of the Santo Domingo area to resettle to a little fishing village called Las Terrenas. Back then, and really up to only about 2012, it was a real adventure to make the trek up from Santo Domingo to Las Terrenas. The roads were a bit treacherous and the going was slow. I remember it could take up to 4 tedious hours to get there from the airport. Now it's just a little over an hour. That all changed when they built the first-class highway up from the international airport in Santo Domingo up to the Samana Peninsula, and thus Las Terrenas. They did that in 2012. As you can see from some of the pictures flashing by, this highway was some more engineering feat, especially for a small island nation. This is actually a very nice ride up from the capital or from the west on Camino Cinco, which is Highway 5. I can already warn you, there is no way I can cover Las Terrenas and the day trips out of Las Terrenas in a single video. This will be another 2-video series, but I think you'll enjoy the trip. So what are you likely to find in Las Terrenas today? I would have to describe it as a bit of an eclectic mix of European and local Dominican. It seems to me to have a distinct French flavor, maybe with a little Italian village flair. Plenty of high-energy local vibe. This is not an all-inclusive crowd like you will see so often in the southern part of the island near Punta Cana. Here, most tourists are independent travelers with plenty of large hotels and condos along the beach road. This tourist town can accommodate a good flow of tourists year-round, and during the high season you will definitely notice the traffic congestion with the streets full of motorbikes, four-wheelers, and cars. To promote the Las Terrenas area as a growing tourist destination, the government built a new international airport called Samana El Catey International Airport as a convenient entry point. It primarily serves European and Canadian airlines. This feeds the natural tendency of Las Terrenas to attract more European and French-Canadian tourists on holiday. That's not bad for business either, because many European tourists take more extended vacation holidays than Americans. 3 to 8 weeks is pretty common, which gives the Las Terrenas area a little less transient feeling than most of the other tourist towns. As in all of the north coast of the Dominican Republic, the beaches around Las Terrenas are world-class and not crowded most of the time. The town is kind of quaint, and many of the tourist hotels and condos are first class. The traffic can be hair-raising from time to time, and like most small beach towns, you will find a real mix between the old and the new, between the posh and the shabby. One of our favorite things to do when we are staying in Las Terrenas is to head into town first thing in the morning and head over to the French bakery. They have some of the best French pastries we have discovered on the island, and this little bakery is a favorite gathering spot for expats and foreign visitors, and a daily routine for many. A common sight is to watch the French immigrants biking down the road carrying loaves of fresh-baked baguettes on their back. One writer called Las Terrenas a little bundle of international charm wrapped in easily navigable Latin package. It would be hard to describe it any other way, I think. As you would expect in any tourist town, there are plenty of gift shops where you will find everything from beach toys to handcrafted keepsakes, and there are plenty of good restaurants both at the hotel complexes and in town. The prices are reasonable by tourist town standards, maybe a little higher than you might find in Cabrera. Las Terrenas sits on the north coast of the Samana Peninsula, which, as you can see from the overhead, is a finger of land that juts out from the mainland in an east-west direction. It's that peninsula that creates such a diversity of day trips and natural attractions that seem to keep tourists and expats interested for extended stays. I'll describe some of the more interesting day trips out of Las Terrenas in part 2 of this video. This place is especially entertaining if you like the more natural types of attraction. Here are some of the essential facts that you might be interested in if you're thinking about a vacation home or retirement in Las Terrenas. There's one private healthcare clinic, a small public hospital, one private international school, and a few public schools. There are 3 banks, plenty of restaurants, probably about 25 of them, one significant supermarket. As we flip through the pictures of just a few of the villas and condos currently on the market in Las Terrenas, you will see a wide variety of choices. The properties shown in this sample run anywhere from about $200,000 all the way up to $3.5 million. If you've ever dreamed about living in the Caribbean or owning a vacation home in the Caribbean, you must check out the North Coast and especially the area around Cabrera. It would be hard to beat the quality of life in this little village. Our Discovery Tour is set up to let you meet other expats and find out what they like and what they don't like about living in the Caribbean. You'll have a chance to check out the bargain ocean view real estate and get a taste for what expat life is all about. If you like these North Coast videos, please like, share, and subscribe so that you won't miss our next videos.